Good morning. Good morning. I remember when we were at school, they used to tell us about processes, about systems, and ecosystems. And those things, they did not make sense back then. But as I grew up and started having ambitions to be rich, ambitions to be something of significance, I realized that I exist in an ecosystem. And in this ecosystem, there are things that we have to do to achieve or acquire what you want. Within that system, there are processes that somebody has to go through. For instance, in photosynthesis, they used to tell us this is what needs to happen to oxygen, and this, it gets combined with this, and then ultimately you've got the result. And also in business, it's the same thing. If you want to serve your customers well, there are things that you need to do. You build an organization which is centered around a product or service, and there are steps that goes through it until you deliver the final product or service to the end customer. So uh, those steps are called the value chain. So there are many things that you're going to do for you to ultimately be able to service your customers. So the process of building your business from A to Z until you meet the customer's needs oftentimes is overlooked when compared to the end result, which is it could be customer satisfaction, it could be clients coming to buy your products. But in reality, for you to get to the end, to the result, the process has to be functioning so well that the desired product comes out in the manner that you've desired to be. Most of you want to be public speakers. Most of you want to overcome the fear of public speaking. And you are aware that this fear is not going to just disappear on its own. But like most people, you have not respected the process of eliminating this fear. So if you want to be a great public speaker, you ought to go through the process. And the process is very simple. You just have to speak. But there are times that you need to have some structure and order to your speaking, right? And then this is where organizations like Toastmasters International, they come in handy. But not only that, within the Toastmasters International, there is a process. There are tools that you will have to give structure to your speeches, to give structure to your methods. At the end, you might be a great and accomplished speaker, but it is the process that you went through. You evolved within this process up to the end product that we see. When you see great speakers like Leslie Brown, Simon Sinek, they went through a process. It could have been an iterative process, but it was the process. So the process itself is the one that guarantees the end result that you see. You want to be a great speaker that you dream of. Join me this coming Tuesday at 6:30 to 8 as we give you the nuts and bolts and all that is public speaking, to give you the tools, because you need the tools. You also need to know the process. So you need the process, you need the tools that you are going to use within the process. Me as I give you the tools and the processes that you need to be a great public speaker. Thank you. That was your boy, Mr. Led himself. Thank you. I'm signing out.